Hey, new review today. Really excited to share with you guys this. So today we'll be looking at Iron Factory IFEX-53 from the Iron Samurai series. This is Oni Vajra. So another one of the samurai dudes. Some cool reflective paint on there. Really cool box. I did get this from the Chosen Prime. There's IFEX-53 and the hook. Some product shots. So basically this is their rendition of Lockdown as a samurai. So, but it's very cool. Some cool product shots on the back. Pretty basic box. So, but yeah, real happy with this. And we'll go ahead and open it up and take a look. Okay, so here is Oni Vajra, aka Lockdown, in his vehicle mode. He's got his sword attached on there. And before we take a closer look at him, just to show off the things you get inside the box, you do get your sheet of instructions, which is just one-sided poster style. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Some of these can be a little confusing and not exactly what you want to do. But, you do have the QR code as well. And, pretty basic. You do get some of these little wipies, little cloth pieces. I'm not really sure why, but you do get these in the bag as well as the sword and this little sheath piece. You also do get a whole buttload of hands and another hook, so you can give them 2 hooks or no hooks and all that. And you also do get some of these pieces, which are very spiky, and I'm not sure if you can tell, they're so spiky they've cut into the bag a little bit. But yeah, these are for his hook to make it into like a little whip. You get 3 different styles. So you get this kind of curvature, even more extreme curvature, and then completely straight. That's cool. They're nicely detailed. So and you can hook them all together if you really wanted to, because it just is on that ball joint. So, but we'll take a look at that a little later. The hands you get are basically the same as any other Iron Factory set. You do get open splayed hands for both of them, for both the hands. You get the closed fist, which is what he comes on standard. He does come with his hook hand installed, which is nice. And he obviously can transform with those hands as well. But here's your other fist. You get your holding hand at an angle, so you can hold the sword down. And then you get your regular holding hand. So, and of course, this is what the hook looks like. They're pretty cool. And they're all on ball joints, or they're all attached by ball joints, so that's pretty cool. So, but taking a closer look at Oni Vajra, he looks so cool. Very, very cool. Very locked down, but also with that samurai flair that they have going for them. So, really cool. I love this little skull demon details in the front. Lots of spikes on them all the way around. And that's basically what you got on the bottom. But you can remove this. This is not as essential as their version of Drift, which was Kochu Nuramune Suki, whatever. their version of Drift kind of had this piece that's pretty essential, but you can take this off and not really have it attached if you want to have a cleaner look. This is his hat though on the back, so that is kind of necessary. Also, you can not attach that if you really wanted to, but it does kind of complete the back end. But very cool looking, nice paint and stuff. I will say one word of warning for this toy in particular. It is super sharp. Every bit of it is so pointy. I did get a blood blister just from transforming him first time. So just keep that in mind. But here's his sword. Some nice paint work on there as well. Very cool looking, real spiky as well. And of course, there's a little sheath that it goes in. So we just stick that back in there. And just for a comparison, here is their version of Drift. And he's got all of his accessories on there. And let's just take some of these off so that you can get a better comparison shot here. But there he is with Drift. Notice they're about the same size, which is cool. They look like they would be on the road together, although very, very, very different vehicles. But yeah, so this is also from that same Iron Samurai series. So really cool. Look good together. But yeah, but he does come in packed in robot mode. So I'm just going from vehicle to robot. I think that's a little bit more fun. So we'll start here by just taking the hat out. So it does, there's some pegs there that peg into the side of the hat. So as you can see, right in there. And yeah, we'll just sit there. So let's get those. You can lift this up a little bit. And this hook does kind of slot in there right there. So if you have two hooks, you can put them in there. In the hand, just kind of push it in as much as you can to get it in there. But ultimately, I'm going to separate these. Now these will peg in those little slot and a tab right there. So that's how those will attach. So you want to get those out of the way. And then I can turn his foot around. Actually, let's open it up first and then turn it. So there we go. So open, turn. There we go. Boom. Those are his feet. And just bring them out of the way a little bit. This piece will, oh, not, it will. It will detach itself. I think that's just for safety reasons. So, you know, there's no actual breakage, but basically just lift that up. And this little chest piece will lift up, and that'll peg in right there. It's a little tab. Goes in the slot. As you can see here, that's just how that is all attached. So if you wanted to put a dab of glue in there, you can. It attaches fairly well. So it shouldn't come off super easy, but of course it did. So yeah, all right, so let's see, we want to just bring the legs down, and then this will come down and be a little skirt for him. And I just want to lift the camera up just a little bit, get a better look at what we're doing here. So, and you want to rotate him right here at the waist, and then again up here, and then bring that up. And then we want to fold these down and make sure that the arms, these little pieces come through the hood or the roof. So just make sure that those aren't set down, and then untab that. We'll tap in like that. Just bring these around. Fold the hand up. It's fairly simple to transform. So, and this will fold up and tap in right there. Bring his arms down, rotate them, and there you pretty much have him. So can't get the lighting right on his face there, but there he is. And proportionally, he's a little weird, but he looks good. He looks cool. He looks really, you know, neat and distinct and just creepy. It's creepy and cool. So, yeah. So just to take a closer look at the face here, really excellent face sculpt. If I can get a good light on there. His eyes are painted. His head is on a ball joint, and the neck is as well, so you can get a lot of really good expressions there. Ball joint up here, I mean, it's like a lot of Iron Factory stuff. Tons of ball joints everywhere. He's got a double elbow rotation up here. You saw the hand is on a ball joint, and it does. He does have the wrists that go up and down due to transformation. Because of the transformation, he's got kind of a backwards ab crunch, but he also has got the hip and on both areas. These are on a ball joint. They'll just kind of move out of the way. Or actually, yeah, they are. So they'll move out of the way. His leg, forward and back, knee. He does have a double knee as well. And the foot is on a ball joint. You saw earlier. The hip skirt, you know, go back and forth. Like I said, you can remove this whole thing if you want. I think it'll look pretty goofy without it, but it's something you can do. Very, very cool. And as far as the sword, this whole thing will attach on his back via that peg. So if you want to do that, you can certainly do that. You can, whichever way you want to have that oriented. And his little hat, it will peg in the back right here. So, let's see, like this, through that slot. So you can hold it right there, or you can have him wearing his hat as well. So he's got a little hole in the top and then a little tiny tab there. It's a little tricky because just seeing where it's at. But once you get it, and he looks really cool like that. Super intimidating. Very neat. So, and I did install his holding hand, so you can have him hold the sword, of course. So, very, very cool. And as far as these accessories here, you can attach, like I mentioned, either of these. Just be careful because the ball joint is pretty tight. So, and then squeezing on these things is, yeah, hurts your hands. But you just like all his hands, just detach it off the ball joint. You just reattach this, and then this, and then, you know, you can have some kind of something like that going, you know, something like that. So, which is really cool, really neat. So, yeah, overall, very, very fun looking transformer. So we'll just bring in some comparisons here. Okay, so here is Drift, Kachu, Naramune, Suki. And as you can see, just because of the transformation, Lockdown over here quite a bit taller than Drift. But that's cool. I think it still works out. So they look very, very cool together. And just for another comparison with another samurai, here is their version of Bludgeon, whose name completely escapes me at this point. I think maybe it's Hanimaru But yeah, so that's what the whole clan looks like there, or at least these Decepticons, or just bad guys in general, because obviously Lockdown's just the bad guy. But very, very cool. I really dig this figure. I think it came out really well. I love the accessories he comes with. The fact that you have a lot of options for display and posability. And yeah, and as far as transformation, it's very simple, easy to do, if a little painful sometimes. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of the figure, what you guys think of the review, and I will see you guys next time.